In Japan, breakfast isn't rushed. It's not toast in one hand and coffee in the other. It's a moment, a pause, a quiet ritual, even in old age. And what's served isn't just meant to satisfy hunger. It's meant to prepare the body for the day, gently, slowly, and with care. That's why many Japanese elders, even those in their 70s, 80s, or 90s, still begin their morning with warm, nourishing foods that support the joints, muscles, and digestion. Now, let's be clear, not every elderly Japanese person eats perfectly. Some enjoy fried foods, salty snacks, or a sweet bite with tea. You'll see centenarians still making their own tempura or grilling fish, even with back pain or slower steps. But there's something different about how they eat, and what consistently appears on their breakfast tables. Their meals are rarely heavy in sugar or ultra-processed ingredients. Instead, they include elements like steamed rice, miso soup with tofu or seaweed, lightly grilled fish, pickled vegetables, natto or boiled greens, and of course green tea or roasted barley tea to warm the body. Together, these foods create a meal that's anti-inflammatory, protein-rich, and gut-friendly. 3 things that protect joints and muscle mass as we age. In the West, we often skip breakfast or reach for cereal, bread, or processed meats, foods that spike inflammation and weaken muscle recovery. But in Japan, breakfast is seen as an opportunity to gently activate the body, feed the muscles, and support the joints before they're put to use. Even among those with arthritis, weak knees, or low energy, this routine makes a difference. It's not about perfection. It's about rhythm, warmth, and intention, even in small ways. You don't need a perfect diet to stay strong after 60. But there are a few foods that show up again and again on Japanese breakfast tables, especially in the homes of those who remain active well into their 80s and 90s. These are not superfoods sold in fancy stores. They're humble, affordable, and deeply rooted in tradition. Let's look at 5 staples that quietly support the body, especially joints and muscles, as it ages. 1. Miso soup with tofu and wakame. A warm bowl of miso soup is a daily comfort in Japan, and more than that, a gut healer. Miso is fermented soybean paste, rich in probiotics that reduce inflammation throughout the body, especially in the joints. Tofu provides easily digestible plant-based protein to protect muscle mass. Wakame, a type of seaweed, delivers magnesium, calcium, and iodine, minerals that support joint flexibility and bone strength. Together, it's not just a soup, it's a morning anti-inflammatory tonic. 2. Grilled fish, usually mackerel or salmon. Protein is crucial after 60, especially in the morning. Grilled fish is a gentle source of omega-3s, which help reduce joint pain, support heart health, and fight silent inflammation. Even elderly Japanese who live modestly will eat a small portion of fish a few times a week, often at breakfast. It's not a big fillet, just a bite-sized piece, enough to feed the muscles without straining digestion. 3. Steamed rice or okayu, rice porridge. Unlike processed Western carbs, steamed Japanese rice is pure, unprocessed energy. For those with weak digestion, okayu, a rice porridge, is often preferred. It's soft, hydrating, and warming to the gut. Rice provides slow-burning carbohydrates that help fuel the muscles and stabilize blood sugar, which reduces inflammation spikes. 4. Natto, fermented soybeans. Natto is sticky, pungent, and divisive. Even many Japanese people don't love it. But elders who do eat it regularly benefit from vitamin K2, which supports bone density, and nattokinase, an enzyme that improves blood flow and reduces clot risk. It's also packed with protein, probiotics, and iron, all important for maintaining strength after 60. 5. Seasonal vegetables, lightly cooked or pickled daikon, simmered spinach, or boiled carrots are often served in small side dishes. They provide antioxidants to calm inflammation, fiber for gut health, and variety, which keeps digestion strong. Japanese breakfasts are rarely just one thing. The variety itself is part of the medicine. You don't need to live in Tokyo or shop at a Japanese market to enjoy the benefits of this kind of breakfast. In fact, many elders in Japan themselves aren't eating the perfect version of this meal. They use what they have. They keep it simple. And that's exactly what you can do too. This is not about strict rules, it's about principles, warmth, balance, protein, and gut-friendly foods. Here's how to recreate a Japanese-style breakfast using ingredients you likely already have. 1. Miso soup. Alternatives: can't find miso paste or seaweed. Try this instead. A warm vegetable broth with a splash of lemon juice. Add soft tofu cubes, spinach, or even beans. Season lightly with ginger, turmeric, or sea salt. The goal is warmth, hydration, and gentle stimulation of digestion. 2. Simple protein. If fresh fish isn't available or affordable, consider canned wild salmon or sardines, packed in water or olive oil. An egg, soft-boiled or scrambled. A slice of cooked chicken breast, or even tempeh for plant-based eaters. The key is protein that's easy to digest and helps you maintain muscle, especially in the legs and core. 3. Rice or porridge. You can use brown rice quinoa. Oats cooked slowly with water and a pinch of salt. Add a drizzle of olive oil or sesame for healthy fat. And top with sautéed greens or steamed veggies for extra joint protection. 4. Fermented foods. Can't find natto? Use sauerkraut, unsweetened, kimchi, mild if needed, yogurt, unsweetened, preferably with live cultures. Fermented foods help support your gut, which is directly connected to inflammation, immunity, and joint pain. 5. Colorful sides. In Japan, even the smallest breakfast includes 2 to 3 tiny dishes of vegetables. You can do the same with steamed broccoli, a handful of cherry tomatoes, roasted carrots, pickled beets, or cucumbers. Even just a few bites make a difference for digestion, micronutrients, and meal satisfaction. The point isn't to copy Japan. It's to learn from the spirit behind their meals: variety, warmth, and steady nourishment. This kind of breakfast doesn't have to be complicated. Start with one element: miso soup, eggs with rice, or a probiotic-rich veggie dish. Then build slowly. Your joints don't need perfection. They need consistency and compassion. In Japan, longevity isn't about chasing eternal youth. It's about living well in the body you have, even if that body has wrinkles, stiffness, or occasional pain. When elders prepare their breakfast, they aren't chasing perfection. They're respecting a ritual. They're saying, I'm still here. I still care for this body. I still want to move, eat, walk, live with grace. And that shows. Not all centenarians in Japan run marathons, but many still cook their breakfast. Many still climb stairs, slowly but proudly. The secret isn't in the food alone. It's in the relationship with food. Meals that are warm and gentle on the stomach, balanced and complete, even in small portions, rooted in rhythm, not rush, and above all, consistent. This breakfast habit is a message. My muscles still matter, my joints still matter, I still matter. And that quiet dignity, repeated every morning, adds up over the years. You don't need to follow the traditional Japanese breakfast exactly, but by learning from it, even in part, you can give your body a better chance to move and age with less pain and more peace. If you take one thing from this video, let it be this: how you start your day after 60 can shape how you feel for the rest of it. You don't need a drastic diet. You don't need to cook like a Japanese grandmother. You just need a little more warmth, a little more protein, a little more intention. Tomorrow morning, choose one thing. Add a spoon of miso to your soup. Warm up some leftover rice. Eat a boiled egg with a side of greens. Drink warm tea instead of cold juice. Tiny steps, repeated daily. That's how strength is rebuilt and how pain begins to fade. And if you want to go deeper into this journey, to understand how diet, fasting, and small changes protect your muscles and your joints, I highly recommend this: The Longevity Diet by Dr. Walter Longo. It blends cutting-edge science with timeless principles from Mediterranean and Japanese diets. Subscribe to the Miracle Leaf for more Japanese-inspired tips to move better, eat wiser, and live longer. Naturally. You don't have to be perfect, just consistent. Your body will thank you, one breakfast at a time.